Hola.
Hola.
How's your weather today?
We have snow on the ground, but not much.
Mm.
And it's pretty cold. I should check that. I don't I don't know if it's cold compared to where you are.
We had the warmest day I think we've ever had this year. It was like 64. We never get in the 60s in the winter.
Yeah, it's 30 here.
I thought we'd be on the same weather pattern.
Mhm. Um, I was gonna tell you that to get to, because I never have a good explanation of where I'm at when you've asked before, but you know where Seattle is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you start in Seattle and you go over the mountains, go east over the mountains, you end up in a desert, and that's Coulee City area. We have the same rainfall um, average as Phoenix.
Really? Oh my
So,
God. So how many inches a year do you get?
oh, I don't know. I just know it's the same as Phoenix. Um, and like my house is surrounded by sagebrush. So it's very, very different than Seattle.
Wow. That's
Um,
surprising.
yeah, yeah. We lived in Phoenix for 10 years and
Oh, wow.
we looked that up once. Yeah.
Which had more rain, huh?
Right. When we ended up in Coulee City, it's of course very different than Phoenix. We have definitely have four seasons here. Um,
Yeah.
but as for rain, we're very different than Seattle. You know, Seattle is lots of rain and very green. Um, and we're in a desert. So, um,
Yeah, I lived in Bakersfield for a lot of years.
okay.
Courtney's from Taft, right by Bakersfield.
Okay.
It's a desert as it gets.
Yeah.
It's, it's, I don't know if it's ever rained in July there. Maybe it has, but
Yeah. Yeah. So that's where we're at.
well, that's good. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I mean, I know Eastern Washington, and because well, I used to live in Ontario, Oregon, which is just kind of the same place, just a lot further south.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that it was that dry. That surprises me.
Yeah. When we first moved into our house, I think within that first week, we had to kill a couple rattlesnakes that came out of the sagebrush.
Oh no, not in your house though, huh?
Not in the house, but
Oh, good.
Where do you live, Melissa?
in Coulee City, Washington.
Okay.
So Eastern Washington is like a desert, very different than Seattle.
Yeah.
Are
Okay.
you closer to Seattle or Spokane?
Spokane.
How far is Spokane? Man?
It's 2 hours to the east. Yeah. So I
So
grew
I
up I
thought,
grew up in Spokane.
so I thought Spokane to Seattle was only 4 or 5 hours.
Um,
Is it more than that?
I think it's a little bit more than that.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Where are you, Nancy?
The south of Indiana, right on the Ohio River,
Okay.
in between Indiana and Kentucky.
Mhm. It's strange being in a class every week and not really knowing people
I
I
know, isn't it
know.
because it's
weird?
all Zoom, not
Yeah.
Zoom every once in a while. Yeah. It's neat though.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
had before we had this girl from Australia. But I don't know if you guys were in that class when she was there.
Rebecca? Rebecca?
Yeah, I can't even remember her name, but
Su Ching is her real name.
yeah, I
Oh, I
never did.
remember her. Yeah.
Remember her, and she'd come all the time, and
And at the weirdest times it was for her too,
yeah, we'd
sometimes.
always say, "Well, how's tomorrow?"
Yeah.
Just want
I
to
put
know
in the
what we're
group.
looking at.
I'm going with the group to Argentina that we only know each other by Zoom. So that's going to be weird when,
Oh, wow.
How neat. Where in Argentina are you going?
Buenos Aires. And then I'm gonna do the ferry across to Uruguay to that Colonial de Sacramento. It's
Isn't that to Montevideo?
yeah, real close to there. I mean, this little town is one of those UNESCO, what is that? UNESCO sites,
Oh,
the historical sites of the world. Forget what that's called. Anyway, it's supposed to be really
are you
cool. But
going
yeah.
to Punta del Este in Uruguay?
This is right. I'm not sure this is that's not the name of the place I'm going, but it's right across. It's like an hour ferry ride from Buenos Aires
Yeah.
over to
Punta del Este is like it'd be 2 hours to the north, probably. It's a beach
yeah.
town. This is beautiful beach town.
Yeah, Uruguay is supposed to be really pretty, but this older town is just all cobblestone streets and really
Oh,
something I don't think I want to miss because I'm not into necessarily big cities, so we'll see how Buenos Aires goes.
yeah, we have a good TPRS teacher from Buenos Aires. She's been with us for years and years, but I stayed in her
This
house
gal
once.
is actually from Cordoba in Argentina, which is like maybe an hour north of Buenos Aires, but she knows Buenos Aires very good. So
Yeah, I thought Cordoba was a lot farther than an hour. It's that close, huh?
it may be Blaine. I'm not really sure. I just know it could even be a couple of hours. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's Cordoba and Mendoza, and there's a lot of big cities there. All right,
Nancy,
who wants to read?
Wait a minute.
Anyone voluntarios? Let's see, I just read this
I
story.
do it. I do
Jesse.
it.
Oh, I wrote something up there. What's the difference between me sorprendí and me sorprendió?
I was
Uh,
surprised.
I surprised myself and he surprised me, or he or she surprised me.
Yeah. So the surprise myself really means what, though? Because you're not surprising yourself.
Right. You're
I was startled.
Yeah,
I was
that's
surprised.
that's the idea. I got
okay.
It's the idea of
Yeah.
I got surprised. I didn't do anything to myself, but I got startled's the same thing, but I got
I'm the
surprised.
one that was surprised, in other words.
Yeah. I didn't do anything. I got surprised. But me sorprendió is something surprised me.
Yeah.
So this one is the me sorprendí is what we call passive voice. And it's so common in Spanish. And it's an action where nobody's doing anything. Se habla español. Spanish is spoken here. Nobody's speaking anything.
Mm-hmm.
But Spanish is being spoken here is that passive voice. Where if you do me hablo español, there's no passive voice there. That's only I talk to myself en español.
Which is really normal, right? All the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I talk to myself all the time in
So
español.
does my husband.
Me hablo en español. We all do, como estudiantes buenos. Oh, I thought of one other pronunciation thing from after
Yeah?
last week.
I really
Yeah.
tried to work on that this week, Blaine.
Did you work on your vowels now? Your
I
shortened
tried to,
vowels?
yes. Yes.
Good, Nancy, good job.
I don't know if they're working, but I really tried to listen for it.
Yeah, the most common one is that oh.
When you mentioned that, and I could hear it in myself, and then I went, yeah, I hear that.
Grito. You just cut that air off.
You have to cut it shorter than what we do.
Yeah. And it's if you can't hear it, you have to do it consciously,
Mhm.
which is what happened to me. I couldn't hear it. And so I did. Anyway, the other one is the I, sim gringos will say simpático. They'll do that the English I.
Oh,
But you have to
instead of
smile. Simpático.
simpático.
There's your CO at the end too. Simpático.
You know what would happen to me though, Blaine, when I started practicing like grito, I like that. I would end up accenting that O because I was thinking so
It should
hard.
be stress. Grito is stress.
Yeah, on
So,
that one. I'm thinking
grito.
like llamo. I wanted to say llamo because I wanted to work on it. So I had to watch that.
You know, and I think when it's not stress, I think there's a less of a tendency to diphthongize it. Llamo. It's easier to cut it off. Where when it's stress,
Oh,
grito,
okay.
we diphthongize it a lot more. But that you'll hear accents of that. Oh, es muy simpático. You know,
Yeah, you're
or
right. That is a one that,
and you
yeah.
just have to you have to force yourself to smile on that. Simple.
You know, one that always bothered me, I had a friend who did it, the C-O-N. She always wanted to say con instead of con.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
contigo is con, and it just grates on you when you hear that one because it's so,
because they'll have trouble understanding it.
yeah, it's not even the
Yeah.
same word.
There, that's a yeah. So in con, there's no diphthong on that. Gringos won't diphthongize that because of the N. But if you put
Yeah.
that contigo, the O at the end, they will
Yeah.
diphthongize that. So anyway, you
Interesting.
have to be at this level, I think, to for that to even help. If you tell beginners, it's a waste of time. But especially Nancy, at your level, well, you can think about that and make your pronunciation better. So,
Let's hope.
yeah. We like in our Portuguese class, they tell me those things. I can't hear them. And as they say, nasalized vowels. Can you do any nasalized vowels, Vivian? Do you know any of that?
No.
I have no clue. It's that sin, the SIM is sin. And it just means that it's nasalized because of the M. You don't even pronounce it, but you nasalize. Well, I don't know how to nasalize. It's not, it's a lot tougher in Portuguese. 13 vowels in Portuguese and
Oh, yikes.
compared to 5 in Spanish. It's just a lot more difficult.
Now, is it like Spanish where they always have the same sound? Or are you talking about 5 vowels that have that many different sounds?
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
really, the language is not that hard. We have this Portuguese class. It's right at this level in Portuguese. And
Wow.
but I mean, this is what helps me in this class because because I feel like the teacher sees us and sees, oh, you guys are just like native speakers or something, where I don't feel that at all. I feel the exact opposite, like, oh, this is hard and I got to really work to get this out and to get the endings right and everything. It's not easy. So that helps me kind of slow down in this class and make it a little easier. So anyway, okay, Jesse, Balear.
Okay, does anybody else want to do it with me? And I'll split it with you. I don't want to be a hog.
You can be the hog, Jesse. We don't care.
Hog it up, Jess. Hog it up.
Just want to do it.
Yeah, since it's been so long, I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah, it's a long one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, is that the one that starts out? I'm called Roberto,
Yeah.
Alberto. Okay. Because I'm on a different screen from you guys to be able to read it. My name's Alberto. Every day I go to the park and leave chocolate for the cats. The cats appreciate me a lot. I go to Walmart because there is a section in the store where they sell chocolate for cats. The number one ingredient is tuna. I go there every day in order to buy chocolate. There are some negatives. The chocolate weighs a lot. It weighs 24 pounds. I have to carry it. I have to carry it while walking 20 minutes. Later, no, no, wait a minute, I'm sorry. When I arrive at the place, where the cat's place, I put the chocolate in the street. In order to have the strength, in order to carry the chocolates in my arms, I need to lift weights every day for a half an hour. My addiction requires a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of strength. In my opinion, it's worth the pain.
Yeah, worth the pain. We would say what?
Worth it?
Worth it, yeah.
Worth it.
They
Yeah,
say it's worth the pain. We just use the word it's worth it.
it's worth it.
How do you say I'm worth it? What's the yo form of vale? Here's for advanced, you guys.
Valgo.
Oh,
Valgo, good, yeah.
oh, wow.
That's probably a word you'll never use.
No,
Except on some
Because
stupid
we're not worth it.
Spanish. Yeah. No valgo nada. I'm not worth anything. Anyway, it's a good one
Okay.
to know. It's
Would
like
it be-
vale,
would it be-
salgo, and valgo is the same thing. Okay, go ahead.
Would it be me valgo or just
Yeah,
valgo?
I value myself. Yeah, you could say that. I'm not sure I've ever used that word in my life, valgo, except on a test.
Okay, one day my mom, one day my mom talked to me and told me that she was worried a lot about me, or worried for me. She gave me a suggestion. She wanted that I go to the library. I did it. I looked for a book in the library. Fortunately, there was a book about addictions, about the addictions. The book was titled, can you say Yamaba in that situation blank?
Yeah.
Or
I'm just
okay.
trying to give you more vocabulary.
Oh no, that's fine. I wasn't sure if I could use that or not. Okay. So
Mhm.
the book is
Literally,
titled,
that's saying the book was titled,
okay,
but
the
was
book was
titled and was called is the same thing.
okay. Many Addictions and You, written by A.D. Diction. The book described 3 categories of addictions: many addictions, big addictions, and medium addictions. Now I'm going to read the book in order to see if it includes the addiction of leaving chocolate for cats. I have heard that leaving chocolate for cats is a common addiction. There are people that leave chocolates for cats in hotels, in the mountains, and in it. Wait a minute, and
What's
own, and also no.
even?
Even I knew that. Even in the parks.
Even
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I feel better knowing that it's a common addiction. Is that it?
good job. You did great, Jesse. That was so good. Good job.
I've been practicing. I
You're
feel so bad because it's been a long time since I've been in class. So I've been really practicing, trying to do better. So
yeah, that was
Okay.
great. I feel like it's hard stuff. So you did
it
great.
is. It is.
Ok, tenemos una situación muy interesante. Había un chico, se llamaba Alberto, y Alberto tenía una adicción. ¿Cuál era la adicción de Alberto?
Dejar chocolates en el parque para los gatos.
Para los gatos, sí.
Si dejaba chocolate para los gatos. ¿Y era una adicción común o no?
Sí.
En el libro,
Común.
sí.
Sí, era. Ahora sabemos que es una adicción muy común, porque el libro habla de 3 categorías de adicciones: adicciones grandes, medianas y pequeñas. Pero
Sí.
la adicción de Alberto era una adicción grande. De hecho, what's that?
In fact,
In
fact.
yeah. De hecho, la adicción estaba incluido en las adicciones grandes en capítulo 1. Era algo
Ah,
muy interesante. Y había
ah,
una lista de adicciones grandes. Dejar chocolates para los gatos era adicción número 1. Así que
uh,
es muy interesante. Es una adicción grande, pero de todas las adicciones grandes en el mundo, dejar chocolate para los gatos es adicción número 1. Increíble.
sí.
Pero yo tengo información muy interesante. Primero, vamos a hablar de la adicción de Alberto. ¿Dónde iba Alberto para comprar el chocolate todos los días?
Walmart.
Walmart.
¿Y cuánto? Oh, one thing that when Jesse was reading this, it's interesting how in English we usually use chocolate, and in Spanish they'll say the chocolates. They made the plural where we'd say chocolate in English. I thought that was interesting. Así que Alberto compraba 24 libras de chocolate todos los días y los dejaba en la calle para los gatos. Así que era una adicción muy importante para los gatos.
Sí.
Ah, y le necesitaban a Alberto porque los pobres gatos no tenían que comer. Así que era muy importante que Alberto dejara los chocolates en la calle. Muy interesante. Pero yo busqué información en el libro de mini adicciones y tú y, y supe, what supe?
Found out.
Yeah, I found out. Supe que el libro fue escrito por un hombre que vivía en Senegal, en África. Y el hombre que escribió el libro no, ah, no viajó a otro país. Así que ahora sabemos que el libro está hablando solamente de Senegal. Así que cuando habla de las adicciones, está diciendo que es, son las adicciones grandes del país de Senegal. Y Senegal es un país en let's see, is it east or west, you guys? It's on this side of Africa. We'll call it the west,
West.
but I really don't know. I think it's west. Yeah, I bet it's west. Now that I think about it, it's on this side though, I know. Está en el oeste de África. So do you guys know west and east in Spanish?
Este
Oeste
and oeste.
is west and just the word este is east. So it's pretty easy to remember. Oeste está en el oeste de África. Y Senegal tiene muchos gatos, mucho chocolate, muchos vendedores de chocolate. Así que es muy importante para los vendedores esta adicción. Y así que pueden vender más chocolate. Muy importante para los muchos gatos en Senegal. Y creemos que ese libro está escrito únicamente sobre el país de Senegal. Es una situación muy interesante. Ok, Melissa, tú eres Alberto. Describe el cuento.
Ok, soy Alberto y tengo, ¿quieres que yo hablo de mi pasado, correcto?
Sí.
Ok.
And
Ah,
also one, all of the book stuff, you did the research too. We'll have you can tell how you read about the book and found out about Senegal, the new information for tonight.
ok, ok. Me llamo Alberto y cuando era niño, yo tenía una adicción. Todavía tengo una adicción. Yo no sé cómo.
Sí, todavía tienes la adicción.
Ok. Pues por mucho tiempo dejaba chocolate para los gatos en el parque todos los días. Pues menos jueves cuando jugaba al tenis. Pero um, cada día iba a Walmart para comprar 24 libras de chocolate. Llevaba el chocolate en mi mochila al parque y era muy difícil porque el chocolate pesaba mucho. Pesaba mucho, pues 24 libras. Entonces,
¿Cómo tenías la fuerza para poder llevar el chocolate?
iba al gimnasio también para levantar pesas.
Qué bueno, buena idea.
Sí, todos los días porque los gatos me necesitaban.
Obvio.
Sí, entonces iba al parque para dejar el chocolate para los gatos y sabía que tenía una adicción y mi mamá me habló de esta adicción y me dijo que necesitaba ayuda. Ah, fui a la biblioteca y encontré un libro ah, que que se trataba de adicciones, adicciones grandes, adicciones medianas, adicciones pequeñas. Y yo supe que dejar chocolates para los gatos era el número uno de las adicciones grandes en este libro. Entonces, yo supe que mi adicción era una adicción común, pero con tiempo, ah, con mucho tiempo investigando el libro, supe que el libro fue escrito por un hombre de Senegal. Ah, Senegal está en el oeste de África. Y entonces supe que el libro no se trataba de la gente en los Estados Unidos, pero solamente la gente en Senegal, porque este autor no ha viajado afuera de Senegal. Pues todavía pienso que mi adicción sí es común y sí es más o menos un problema.
Salvación, muy bien. Ok, tú eres Alberto y tú tenías una adicción de dejar chocolates para los gatos en la calle y todos los días tú ibas a Walmart y tú comprabas chocolate y comprabas 24 libras de chocolate. Los llevabas al parque o a la calle y los ponías en la calle todos los días y tú sabías que tenías una adicción seria. Así que un día se te ocurrió ir a la biblioteca. Fuiste a la biblioteca, encontraste un libro, porque había solamente un libro en la biblioteca sobre las adicciones. El libro se titulaba Mini Adicciones y tú. Tú leíste el libro, estabas muy interesado en el libro porque el libro describió muchas adicciones, adicciones grandes, medianas y pequeñas, pero te sorprendiste mucho ver que tu adicción era la adicción número uno en el libro. Después hiciste una investigación y supiste que AD Diction había nacido en Senegal, era de Senegal y no había investigado otras partes del mundo. Y por eso el libro se trataba únicamente de las adicciones de personas en Senegal. Ok, Ari, describe la situación, Alberto, Ari.
Me llamo Alberto y yo tengo una adicción y he tenido esa adicción por toda mi vida. Y es dejar chocolates en la calle para los gatos. Y mm, okay, I'm going to switch to the past. Um, y, cada día yo iba a Walmart para comprar chocolates y compraba 24 libras de chocolates am, que necesitaba llevar al parque. Y los chocolates estaban ah, muy pesados, así que necesitaba levantar pesas am, para poder llevar los chocolates. Y me, gus- me gustaba dejar chocolates para los gatos y siempre dejaba montones, 24 montones de chocolates, así que cada gato tenía su propio montón.
Qué bueno, buena idea.
Pero yo sabía que era una adicción muy seria y que tenía un problema. Y mi mamá me dijo que necesitaba ayuda. Entonces, ella me sugirió que yo fuera
Good job.
am, a la biblioteca para aprender más acerca de las adicciones. Entonces, me fui a la biblioteca y encontré un libro y fue el único libro acerca de las adicciones en toda la biblioteca. Y el libro estaba titulado Las mini adicciones y tú. Y el autor se llamaba A.D. Diction. Y, am, y leí, hmm, leí el libro y se trataba de tres tipos de adicción. Las mini adicciones, las adicciones medianas y las adicciones grandes. Y how to say, aprendí que La adicción de dejar chocolates en la calle para gatos es súper común. De hecho, es una adicción muy grande y entre todas las adicciones grandes es la número uno. Am, y también yo investigué un poco en Google y yo supe que am, Diction es de Senegal y en toda su vida no ha viajado fuera de Senegal. Entonces, su libro sobre adicciones ah, se trata únicamente de las personas de Senegal. Am, y así es.
¿Cómo reaccionaste cuando supiste que el libro hablaba únicamente de Senegal? ¿Te sorprendiste?
Me sorprendí mucho porque yo no sé nada de la vida en Senegal, pero
Sí.
me pareció que es muy similar a la
Sí.
vida en Estados Unidos.
Se supone que si alguien está escribiendo un libro sobre adicciones, que es adicciones de todo el mundo, no solo de un país. Es ridículo, en mi opinión, escribir un libro sobre Senegal. Es un libro muy limitado.
Am, Puede parecer que es un libro muy limitado, pero am, cuando se trata de la verdad, puede aplicar en todo el mundo.
Sí, sí. Entonces la información puede servir para
Exacto.
personas de Kentucky.
Sí.
Sí. Celebración, muy bien. Ok, Nancy, Nancy Alberto, describe tu situación.
Sí, sí. Yo soy Alberto y por a lo largo de mi vida tenía una adicción. Es muy fuerte adicción porque cada día iba a Walmart para comprar chocolates para los gatos en un parque cerca de mi casa. Y el chocolate es muy pesado, es 24 libras, yo creo, y necesito ser muy fuerte para la, llevarlo llevarlos, porque hay mucho chocolate, llevarlos al parque y por eso necesito voy al gimnasio para levantar pesos. Pero los otros en el gimnasio ah, se sorprendieron que cuando les dije que yo
Do you want me to help you? You missed a vowel there. Sorprendieron. It's an O.
oh, I left that out.
You swat it. You said that you're working on your accent there. You gotta get
Yeah.
that sorprendieron and not an
Sorprendieron.
Since it's an unaccented, you're gonna say an but it says sorprendieron.
Sorprendieron.
There you go. Okay, go ahead. I only
Cuando
said that
les,
because you were
yeah,
because you were
no,
working on your
gracias,
accent.
gracias, sorprendieron. Cuando les dije que levantó pesas porque tengo que alimentar gatos. Ah, pero sí, yo hice todo el tiempo, cada día. Y entonces mi mamá me preocupado todo el tiempo y ah, finalmente ella me habló y ella me dijo que ah, ella ella quise que yo fuera a la biblioteca porque yo necesitaba más información sobre mi adicción. Y fuiste a la biblioteca y encontré solo un libro sobre adicciones y el libro ah, titulaba,
Se titulaba.
titulaba Mini Adicciones y tú. Y el escritor de este libro era un hombre y se llamaba Diction. Y él es de Senegal, al oeste de África. Y cuando yo investigué más este autor, escritor, ah, encontré que él ah, nunca visitaba otros países, nunca. Solamente él nació en Senegal y él vivía allí toda su vida. Y para mí es cuestionable si esa información es todo la verdad para todos,
Es
todo el mundo.
información limitada.
Muy limitado, yo creo, pero um, entonces mi mamá me dije que no, es probablemente ah, verdad porque una adicción es una adicción y ah, no es importante dónde este hombre vive. Pero no sé, pero ahora yo he leído mucho sobre adicciones y yo creo que quiero ser un psicólogo ahora, porque yo he leído tanto sobre ese
Tú
sujeto.
puedes ser un autor en el
Sí,
futuro. Tú puedes investigar todo el mundo
de la gente de los Estados Unidos especialmente,
y Canadá también.
y Canadá, y el próximo
Canadá es
país,
importante.
México,
México también.
¿sí?
Costa Rica
Costa Rica. Y el próximo mes, Argentina.
también.
Adicciones son en todas partes.
Pero necesitamos más información
Sí,
porque la información que tenemos es muy limitada. Solo
solamente
un
de
autor
Senegal.
escribió sobre las adicciones de Senegal. Yo creo que tú debes escribir mini adicciones y tú dos.
Sí, punto dos.
Punto dos.
Ya. Pero, y cuando, cuando yo soy un psicólogo, no puedo decir a mis clientes que ellos necesitan jugar tenis. No creo que es un buen remedio para las tendencias
Okay, here I
obsesivas.
want to give you another grammar lesson here for you
¿Ok?
guys. When you use cuando and you're talking about the future, which is where you were right there. When I'm a psychologist,
Sí.
whenever it's after cuando, you use subjunctive because you don't know if this is going to happen or not, since it's in the future. So
No
cuando
vaya.
soy psicólogo is a totally different idea than cuando sea psicólogo. Cuando sea psicólogo says, someday when I'm a psychologist. But the other says, on a daily basis, when I'm a psychologist, I investigate crackers or whatever. But the only reason I point this, well, one of the reasons, this is the second most common usage of subjunctive.
With cuando.
And so
Sí.
whenever you say cuando, and you have to think about it for a while. After a while, you won't have to think about it. But when you're in the future, when it hasn't happened, when I have money, I'm going to go to New York. How would you say that?
Cuando tenga dinero.
Cuando
Right.
tenga dinero.
Cuando tenga dinero, voy a New York. When
So this
I'm
would be
old,
cuando soy un psicólogo, no vaya a decirle.
doesn't make sense. You got
When
to
I'm
say,
a psychologist, I'm not going to tell people.
no, okay, but when you are a psychologist, cuando soy says whenever you're a psychologist. You're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say,
Cuando sea.
yeah, but then you're
Which-
going to have to talk in the future. You can't use doubt after that because you've already used the doubt. So then you've
So
got to
if I
say
use it
what
up
you're going to
front,
do.
then I don't have to use it. See, I was saying something up front and then going to use the subjunctive
No, you're
at the end,
opposite.
but it's cuando sea psicólogo,
Comeré
no voy.
chocolate.
Yeah,
When I'm a psychologist, I'll eat chocolate.
yeah.
But then you've got to say what you will do. And then that shows it's in the future. And then it might or might not happen.
Okay.
Okay, how about this? I'll give you one more and then we'll go on. When I go to Mexico, I'm going to speak Spanish.
Cuando vaya al
Cuando
México,
vaya a México,
voy a hablar
español.
Vivian got it fastest. Good job,
Yeah.
Vivian. That's exactly right. To see, the idea is when I go in the future, you don't know whether you're going to go. It's not certain that you're going because it's in the future. By the fact that it is in the future makes it not certain. And that's what that subjunctive shows there. And it's very, very, very common. If you hear it and read it, and it's the most common subjunctive is quiero. Quiero que hable. I want you to
Quiero
talk
que,
Spanish.
though, right?
The
Quiero
que.
que.
Quiero que. That's
Quiero que.
number one. Number two is cuando. Okay, Jesse, describe la situación.
Okay, Soy Alberto. Mi mamá cree que tenga una adicción. That I
job.
might have. Okay. Pero creo que no, porque los gatos me necesitan.
Good, perfect,
uh,
good.
Cada día fue al.
Boy, so you're still in the present there, so you guys say
Okay,
boy.
okay. Cada día voy al Walmart y compraba chocolate para los gatos. El número uno ingrediente es atún. I think that was in one of the stories. Atún is
Oh,
tuna.
ingrediente número uno es atún.
Yeah, es atún. Y los gatos le gustan atún mucho. Anyway, let's see. Mi mamá me sugirió, how do I say?
Sugirió. There you got that I, by the way. Sugirió.
Sugirió que fuera
Good job.
al a la biblioteca y lo hice y en la biblioteca let's see, busqué un libro sobre adicciones. Solo un libro sobre las adicciones. Es se tit- I can't remember that word. Se tituló,
Titulaba.
se titulaba Adicciones y tú. I don't remember the name of it. Por A de adicción. Y después de leerlo, would that be right? After
Perfect.
reading,
Perfect.
okay.
You're doing incredibly
Después de,
well. Good job.
después de leerlo, um, muchos días después, um, supe que el autor nació in
Senegal.
Senegal, okay, I couldn't remember Senegal, oeste de África, y nunca viajaba fuera el país. So, el libro es limitado. El libro es limitado. Wait a minute, el libro tiene información muy limitado.
There
Is
you
that
go.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's perfect.
Y,
Muy
y
limitado.
y ahora necesito más investigaciones. I don't know. That's all I can do right now. I'm
Jesse, that was
still struggling,
amazing.
still struggling. So
That is so good. I can't, yeah, a very, very high level. How did that feel on your confidence?
it felt better than last week, but I'm still
You're
I'm
nailing
still
those verbs, which is you're getting well, you got everything. I mean, your Spanish was amazing, and I can tell you're just love it. Good job. Okay, let's do
gracias.
about 2 minutes each since because I want to get everybody to be able to talk. So, Catarina, you got 2 minutos.
Oh, es perfecto para mí. 2 minutos.
You might
Gracias.
not need 2 minutes, huh?
Correcto. 30 segundos.
30 segundos máximo.
Máximo. Soy Alberto y tengo una adicción de gatos y de dar chocolate a los gatos. 2 adicciones. Una adicción muy, muy grande. Y cada día voy a la tienda de Walmart para comprar chocolate por los gatos. 24 libros de chocolate, exactamente. Y cada día voy al parque para dar el chocolate. Yo pone el chocolate en la calle por los gatos y los gatos me necesitan porque yo le da la comida. Yo le doy la comida. Ah, mi mamá es muy... um, mi mamá piensa que yo tengo un problema. En mi opinión es mi mamá que tenga un problema. Porque ella creo que la adicción de dar chocolate a los gatos es una adicción terrible. Y entonces un día fui en la biblioteca de mi pueblo y hay solamente un libro en esa biblioteca de las adicciones. Y la adicción número 1, la más importante del mundo, es la adicción de dar chocolate a los gatos. Entonces, es un libro de los gatos de Senegal, porque en Senegal hay muchas personas que tienen esa adicción. No sé por qué, eh, pero es un problema del país de Senegal. ¿Sí? 2 minutos, finito.
Relación. You got 4 seconds left, so that's Good job, Katarina. Katarina, you're amazing. Good job. How did that feel today? Did that feel better?
Yeah, I think last week I didn't speak, and I really can tell the difference when you get a chance to speak. It just
I know you
sticks better.
sound
It sticks better, you know, but
it
I don't
just
do it.
yeah,
I
I
don't do
know. I feel that way in Portuguese. I need to speak.
Yeah, I
You
think
feel what it feels like and you see how people react and
yeah.
no, it really helps. So, okay. Courtney, describe la situación, Alberto.
Y me llamo Alberto y tengo una vida muy fantástico, pero mi madre piensa que tengo un problema porque cada día voy al Walmart a comprar muchos chocolates para los gatos y cada día voy al parque y dejo los chocolates
Perfect.
en la calle para los gatos cada día, excepto para los jueves cuando llego tenis con mi novia. Y un día fui a la biblioteca buscar un libro sobre este tipo de problema, posible un libro sobre adicciones y encontró un libro por un autor de Senegal, ¿es correcto?
Perfect.
Sí, y uh, ap- aprendió que,
Now you're on he form. Aprendí as I learned.
oh sí, aprendí que este problema es muy típico en el país de Senegal y en otros países en el mundo porque hay muchas personas les gustan los gatos mucho.
Los gatos son muy comunes en Senegal.
Son muy popular en todo el mundo.
Sí. ¿Y qué pensaste del libro que leíste?
Ah, la información en el libro es un poquito limitado
Sí,
porque el autor no viajó
no.
afuera de su país.
No,
Fuera
no
su-
es bueno.
sí,
Escribió un libro y todas las personas en el mundo piensan que es un libro de todo el mundo, pero
sí,
no, solamente es Senegal es un poco ridículo en mi opinión.
sí. Posible en el futuro voy a escribir
Escribir
un otro libro
edición
sobre,
2
sí,
con información de todo el mundo,
exactamente.
de Costa Rica y Argentina también.
Sí, sí.
Argentina. Muy bien, excelente.
Sí.
Ok, Corley, te toca.
Ok, soy Alberto, tenga un problema porque mi mamá pensaba que tengo un problema o una adicción, y es que dejar, um, sorry, yeah, dejar
How to say I
chocolates,
leave?
oh,
You can
de,
say the problem is leaving, what you said, it's fine. Or you can
de,
say the problem is that I leave, either way.
dejé, or it'll be dejé,
Dejo is I
dejo,
leave,
oh, it's still present, okay,
and then the
dejo,
past would be dejaba, is I left.
okay, dejo, chocolates en la calle. Así que un día mi mamá oh, qui- quería me vaya, would be vaya,
Quería que, yeah, you can say vaya. Fuera is would go.
fuera,
Vaya is that I
okay,
do go.
okay, fuera a la biblioteca para buscar para un libro que dice um, si si tengo una what is it? Adicción.
Adicción.
Así
Sí.
que, así que yo encontré en un libro y el libro, what's that word? El setiblito?
Se
Wait, no.
titulaba.
Sí, titulaba. That's way up. Um, mini adicciones y tú. Y el autora se llama, what is it? A de adicción y A de adicción vi- vi- vivió, yeah, en, what was it? En Senegal, en África. Así que mi adicción fuera en, wait, no, fue en el libro, pero es un libro de adicciones de África. Así que las adicciones aquí um, son diferentes aquí.
Si
Así que
necesitamos otra edición del libro,
sí,
porque el libro es muy limitado.
un de esto ciudad.
Celebración, muy bien. Carly, you're doing great. You're
Hey.
a high level. Okay, Vivian, you're the end, el final.
Ok. Soy Alberto y me gusta dejar chocolates en el parque por los gatos. Es importante que deje los chocolates ahí porque los gatos solo les gustan chocolates con atún y compro los chocolates a Walmart. Mi madre piensa que tengo un problema. Ella me dijo que ella me dijo que necesite, is it subjunctive?
Well, you're going to be in the past, but just say you could say she told me that I need, then it's not
Okay.
subjunctive because
Okay.
it's definitely that I que necesito, then you can do it that way.
Ella me dijo que necesita hacer algo diferente para hacerla más contenta. Decidí ir a la biblioteca y ahí encontré un libro sobre adicciones, las adicciones. Me di cuenta que mi adicción no es diferente, es muy común y pienso que mi madre estaré más contenta ahora.
Celebración. You're amazing. First of all, Vivian said, es importante que deje. So that's subjunctive because it's important that I do this, but you don't know whether you're going to do it or not. But it is, so there's doubt there. Now on the dice, if your mom is telling you to do something, that's subjunctive. My mom tells me that I should go to work or that I should eat my spinach or something. Me dice que, then there's doubt there. But my mom tells me, and if there's no doubt, then you can say, I need. My mom tells me that I need chocolate.
So as
There's
soon
no
as I
doubt
put
there because you're
that
stating a
in there,
fact.
that changes it. It's funny, when I was saying it, I felt like, oh, I got to do something difficult here.
One, there's doubt. The other, you're expressing doubt. The other one, my mom tells me I need to read. There's no doubt there.
But my mom tells me that I need to read, then it is.
If you're not expressing doubt when you're saying, my mom tells me I need to read the book. but my mom tells me to read it.
Oh,
You see, she's telling you to read it, so we don't know whether you're going to read it or not.
what
So
if she
that-
tells me I should read it?
Yeah, it's like should.
Debería
Yeah,
or
that's gonna be subjunctive.
deberé or something.
Yeah.
Is that subjunctive? I should do something?
Mi mamá dice que deba comer. Yeah, you could, yeah,
Yeah.
that would be that because it's not. The other is her telling you to do it. The other is there's a fact. Then you don't need subjunctive there. So you can use them both actually. So, mi mamá dice que debo comer. Mi mamá dice que deba comer. One is showing I should do it, and it's a fact. The other is saying, based on her advice, she wants me to do it. Anything that she wants me that I might do it, that's subjunctive.
Right.
Anyway, you get.
I think we should just not worry about it too much and say what we want to say, or else we'll be thinking too much.
That's why I don't interrupt you very much.
Thank you.
I just listen, and you're at such a high level. People hear you, you know. Other people watch this sometimes and make comments on their class. I mean, they make comments in the YouTube. There's, I don't know, 2,000 subscribers that get this channel every week or whatever, and sometimes they make comments. I always like their comments, but it's just very impressive to see what you can do. So, okay, we'll see you guys next week. Good job.
Ciao, ciao.
Celebración para la clase.
Thank you, Blaine.
Okay.
Hasta luego.